You know what time it is.
Boom shakalaka! Yeah, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo! It's Friday.
That's right. That's the official entry to Friday afternoon quitting time. If it's not quitting time for you yet, sorry, but it will be soon. So.
Oh, yes, it will be. And we're kicking off the weekend in style. We got
That's
some
right.
great guests on our show.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun things to talk about. And boom shakalaka, everyone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. One of the things we want to start off talking about was how much fun we had yesterday at the Taste of Lou.
Yes.
That was awesome.
That was one of the great things that's always happening on the North End.
And everywhere else in the Cedar Valley.
That's
Forget about that part. Yep.
That's right. The Taste of Lou was off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did that, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, the way that it was set up was really good because it's walkable. You know, you can, for most places, you can just walk there, and all the different restaurants that participated, you get a chance to taste the food that these restaurants have to offer, and everything was, I mean, that's one of my favorite things is
eating.
Yeah.
I know. Every time I call you, you chewing on something.
Well,
to be so little, you sure do eat a lot.
Hey. I must have a really fast metabolism.
A hollow leg, is that's what my dad. That's what Daddy used to say. You got a hollow leg or a tapeworm or something. She eats a lot. But yeah, the food was great. By the fourth stop, I was stuffed. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to eat no more. And Lisa Berry was with us. Gwen Berry lives here now. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, so we just hung out with the Berries and went
and
around to these places. By the time we got to number 4, I was ready for number 5.
Okay.
So,
yes. Thank you all. Tavis Hall and the Main Street Waterloo.
Yes.
You guys really did a great job. I'd never been to Rocket's Bakery, so there were a lot of new things that we got to try.
The weather really cooperated too, so that was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a blue sky. It was absolutely great.
Mm-hmm.
And you know there's so much bad stuff going on in the news. What is it, Chaveevah? What's happening?
I just got to take a second. I just can't believe it. I mean, every week there's something. But this one is kind of different, but it's still sort of surprising. But it looks like Grand Rapids, Michigan is going to be the first city to make it illegal to basically call 911 on people for breathing while black.
Ooh,
that's sort of a catchphrase for all the different things like different stuff. Like you can't call 911 because somebody's kid is selling water, or because you smelled your neighbor's barbecue smoke, or you know these sorts of things. So they're going to make it a criminal misdemeanor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how about that? Well, that's amazing. That's progress. And we got the human rights man on. I think he might have some little something to say about that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, but wait a minute. What about the guy that got arrested by the FBI for detaining migrants at the border?
Really?
You know, basically sort of putting yourself in some sort of official position, like you have the right and authority to do this, and you're detaining people, you're actually kidnapping them. Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah. They
cool
put
at
an
all.
end to that, and he was charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm. Yep.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, and what about the Fox News legal analyst who said that Mueller report showed at least 5 examples of obstruction of justice, and even mentioned that what they were?
Yeah.
But guess what?
We ain't finna talk about that.
Nope. Because we only talk about the good things that happened in Waterloo.
That's right. That's the stuff you want to hear.
Yes. So a lot of you guys may know, and when we say we ain't finna, that's what we mean, because it's called African American vernacular
English.
And every once in a while we can throw it out there. We get those educated people like Cassandra Hart. When she was sitting as our co-host, she wouldn't even say ain't finna. She said, we're not supposed to talk about that. We're like, no, we're saying we ain't
finna.
Okay.
No.
We just be cutting up, don't we?
Yeah. But what we are going to talk about,
awesome stuff.
Yes. Things that inspire and motivate and encourage. That's what we want to do. Yeah.
And we're going to talk about a quick motivation thing, but we also want to let you know that you're watching the show to see Abraham Funchess, our human rights guru, who will be a co-host a lot this year.
Yes.
He'll be here. And we also have DJ.
The DJ Daze.
One and only DJ Daze, a.k.a. Black Moses,
Yes.
in the house. So we will be getting to them here real soon, so just stay tuned. Bear with us. But, you know, we always talk about good things that are happening, but we also want you to know, just like in the We Ain't Finna Talk About It section, we know those bad things are going on. Our head is not in the sand.
Right.
We understand that, and we know that sometimes people are going through some bad times, and everything's not cherries and bowls of cherries and roses and stuff.
Yeah.
So we want to inspire you a little bit. And Chaveevah, you were telling me an inspirational story that I really enjoyed. Why don't you share that with our
sometimes
viewers?
we have to inspire ourselves now.
Yes.
This was just an incident that happened with me long, long ago because fortunately, unfortunately, whatever things that life deals out to you, you deal with them. In my case, I didn't know it at the time, but I had to have hip replacement surgery, but I was before that in pain all the time. I mean, all the time. And it was to the point where it was really making me very depressed.
Yeah,
and I happened to be
and all of that. Yeah.
I was downtown with my father in Chicago to go pick up my mother, and as it turned out, I'm seeing everybody walking up and down the street with no problem. Everybody's just walking like human beings do. And I was in so much pain. I was watching these people, and I felt really sorry for myself because I felt like, so I saw a woman. It's almost like a beam of light fell on her. I saw a woman in a wheelchair, and she was dressed to the nines.
Okay.
She was really sharp. She had everything going on. She had her legs crossed, her toenails painted, a sun hat on. She was looking really good, and it took me out of my feeling bad for myself and thought to myself, there's a perfect example of someone just magnifying the situation they're in and seeing whatever kind of positivity, because she was just like, she had it going on, and it stopped me from feeling sorry for myself.
Yes, and it inspired you to be the best that you can be. Yeah. So those are the kind of things that we want to share with you. And that thank you, Chaveevah, for sharing that. You know, it's kind of a personal thing. And I know that your new hips work real well.
Oh, they're excellent. You should have seen me walking around downtown going from one food place to the next.
So I know everything's good now. But yeah, be inspired, and you know, just know that it's a good thing to be here. Thank you, Zion. And we have comments.
Yes, we do. Joyce Ann Wilder says she's game, and big ups to my little cousin all days.
Yes, we can always count on Joyce.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for watching, Joyce, and your comments mean so much. All right, moving along, we want to also make sure that you know that we, today I think was the homegoing of a Waterloo icon and motivator, inspirator, Lou Porter.
Yes.
And we definitely want to extend our prayers and condolences and thoughts to the family of Lou Porter, and to recognize that she was a great woman, and she did so much in this community, Chaveevah.
Right. You know, I'm just thinking about obviously the mark that she left on KBBG radio station along with her husband, Jimmy Porter. Yeah.
So wonderful. Such a great woman. Okay, and if you have an inspirational story about anything that you know, please share it with us, inbox us, and maybe we could even have you on the show to help inspire.
Yes.
Inspirate,
motivate.
I'm inventing words over here.
Yes.
Yeah, encourage and motivate. Yes, indeed. Karis broke the record.
Yes, she did.
Karis Roberts broke the prelim record at Drake by running 11.74. Yay, Karis! Woo-hoo!
Right.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes, and then another fun thing is on our Facebook wall. If you've been watching our wall, you probably saw that big old straw chair.
Right.
Everybody had one of those back in the day.
Huey Newton chair, yes.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, the big woven bamboo chair that, you sit in and take a picture to look cool. As a matter of fact, a couple people did take pictures in it. Chanel Berry and Deb Baker posted pictures of themselves sitting in the Huey chair.
Yes. Yeah. And we wanted to quickly talk about last week's show with Mayor Hart, Walking the Plank.
Yes, with virtual reality. That was really a fun show and really a fun location. Next VRK.
Yes, and Mark really had a great time in there, and you cut some fruit.
Oh, yeah, I was Fruit Ninja.
Yes, go to Next VRK.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, now we have this quick segment. Do you think, we already asked, we did that in the pre-boom. Ask the question. We have a new segment called Ask Zion.
Yes. And
we want to ask Zion a question, and the question today is?
The question is, are we better off or worse off for using social media?
I believe we're better off using social media because of the fact that it keeps everyone connected. And even if it's not best that we're always looking at our phone or that we don't communicate in person all the time. It's because we communicate over social media or we share information over social media. And it's better that we can get this information quicker and we can just, how is so-and-so doing? You can check on their online presence and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so you do believe that the world is a better place since we have social media?
Yes.
Okay, and those that use it incorrectly, that's their problem, right? As long as you use it in an appropriate manner, I agree, Zion.
Yes, and every week we're going to be asking Zion some things that are relevant, that really pertain to young people, get a young person's point of view on some of the things that some of us old heads like myself might be like, well, why people always on their phone, or why, how do you do whatever?
Yes. Do we have questions?
Yes, or we have 2 comments. Chanel Berry says, hey, y'all.
Hey baby.
Chanel.
Baby Berry.
And Lori Dale says, that's my baby.
Oh,
yes.
He's such a good baby. Lori, you're doing a great job. Okay, we want to talk about Rodney's Kitchen. Oh, yeah, the second Friday of every month, we're going to be doing that cooking show.
Yes.
Yes, so
that should be fun. Cooking with Rocki and Chaveevah, Cooking with Rodney.
Yes, and for $10, you get a complete soul food meal. You get to watch the show that will be live, and you get barbecue chicken, black-eyed peas, potato salad, which he'll be making.
Okay, that's the menu for this
first show, yes. So make sure May 10th, come there, pay $10, watch the show, watch Rocki and Chaveevah make a big mess in Rodney's kitchen, and then you get a soul food meal afterwards. And the Mother's Day Jam is coming up May 11th at the Waterloo Amphitheater. Yes. Shout out to our crew.
Yes, always got to shout out our crew. That's Mark, that's Ed, and that's Zion.
All right.
Yes.
And last but not least, before we introduce our guest, we have the best supporters ever.
Yes, we absolutely do.
Rodney's Kitchen, serving delicious food and serving our community so well.
Yes.
And Banneker Watch.
That's right.
Derek Holmes, hometown Derek Holmes. Thank you so much for all that you do around the country.
Yes.
He's everywhere doing everything all at one time, it seems.
Yes, in the tradition of Benjamin Banneker.
Yes, who we need to have a whole page on him because he was a wonderful man. In fact, Abraham Funchess probably knows that story too.
That's right.
I was going to say amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Yes, and now.
Yes, absolutely. It is time for us to introduce our wonderful guest we have today. We have Reverend Abraham Funchess and DJ Daze.
Yes. Yay!
Yes, please.
Yes.
Bring your glass with you if you don't.
Yes, you
like
need a Mark. Is there any way you could? There's. Yeah, he's got some more for you.
Okay.
Yes, Mark is going to help us with that. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's just good to be back with you all again.
Yes. Yes, next time you're gonna be sitting in the middle.
Okay.
Okay.
Co-host,
Be a co-host, yes. And welcome to you, Mr. Black Moses.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good. Well, you know, if you watch regularly, and I just know you do,
Yes. Yes.
you know that we get to put you on the spot with the trick question.
$1 million question.
Million dollar question.
Okay.
$1 million
All right.
question.
You ready? You better be ready because the answer might be kind of tricky.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you subscribe to the Soul
Soul
Town?
Town.
Yes. We have a subscription. I got to get with Chillin' about that. I think it might be time to update mine, but
There you
Oh,
go.
I have a subscription.
okay, great.
I have to update.
Okay.
Okay.
We get one at the station, so.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
fantastic. So then we know you definitely reading it and seeing it and stuff.
Yes,
Which is
right.
great, yeah.
Exactly. And the new issue, this is not the new issue, but since we're going to be talking about Anna Weems,
Yes. Oh, thank you.
we're going to
Thank
be
you.
talking about Anna Weems.
There
Yes.
in the background there.
Yes,
she
she's
is.
in the cover from last month is what we're going to highlight for a few minutes. But yeah, the Soul Town is a great. You know all about the Soul Town. Tell me what you like about it.
What I like about Soul Town, well, I think Chillin's done a really good job of capturing all of the great experiences in Black Waterloo.
Yes.
In addition to, obviously, Black life across the United States and across the world. But I think she's done a wonderful job. It's always very colorful.
Yes.
And, of course, we've got wonderful contributors like you all
Okay.
to the Soul Town.
Yes.
So I think it's special.
It is.
Y'all got me
quite special.
following that. Doc?
Oh no.
Listen, I've always been a supporter of Chillin' for a long
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
she's everything she pretty much comes out with pretty much is like going platinum.
Yes.
So, she has a good mind and a good heart. So, got to support it.
Yes,
Plus, I think I was in it once or twice.
Okay. Right.
There you
And
go.
this month's issue is highlighting some women. Oh, did you see the cover? Have you read it?
The poetry, this is National Poetry Month.
Yes.
Yes.
So make sure you get your subscription at thesoultown.com.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Beautiful.
or you can pick up an issue from Earth's Beauty Supply at 403 Franklin Street or at Tri-City Clothing, 305 East 4th Street.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Or contact Chillin at 505-4020. So yes, indeed. And what else we got? Oh, we got birthday shout outs. You like to
yes.
sing. I know you're a good singer. Can you sing?
I know what it sounds like. That's
Okay.
my story that I'm sticking to. That's it.
Well,
Okay, we
we
like
can work
to-
it there. We can work it.
Well, Doc, you got the voice for all that. So,
Happy birthday to you.
Wrong song? No.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
the one we singing.
That's
We
the
singing
one.
We're
something
going to
else.
shout out
Then we're
these
gonna do that.
birthday
We're
names
gonna let you
right
read
now.
these names.
Oh,
right
okay,
quick.
okay.
The first line.
Raby Carter.
Robbie.
Robbie.
That's Robbie.
Robbie
That's her
Carter.
son.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
son, happy birthday.
Yes.
Good boy.
Esty Valchev. Rodney Lewis.
Yes.
Lelena Raybury.
Right.
Riddell Walls.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now,
And
if you can do the next, oh, excuse me.
Yvette Ferguson, Lorraine Reed, Rochelle Chase, Mario Lindsay.
yes. Chaveevah.
Nick Place, Janet Premer, Charles Young, and Tia Ferguson.
Yes. And Goo Baby.
Yes, good
Terry
baby.
Salas. Terry Salas. Yasiel Davis. Diane Bador. And Shanka. My girl Shanka. Laverne Pettis. Thank you so much, Mark. And Zion, are there any comments?
There are a couple.
Thank you.
So Lordale says that if we didn't have social media, we wouldn't have the Rocki and Chaveevah show.
Oh, I
There
better
it
drink-
is.
We better drink to that.
Yes.
Yeah,
There
I
you
like
go.
that, Lori. Good point.
All right.
Good point.
Yes.
Good point.
Danelle Zilk says, "Yay, Rodney."
Oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
Daniel. Yes, he's a big fan of yours. You know Daniel Zilk?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. He's the brother that teased us about my coming on the show.
Right.
Right,
I had you
right.
kiss instead
Yeah.
of miss.
Soya Amar says, "What's up, ladies?
Soya.
Looking good.
Hey,
Oh,
Soya.
thank you, Soya.
What's up, frat? GOMA.
That's Go Mob. It's my fraternity.
Mob,
Yeah,
okay.
It's my fraternity brother. So
Oh,
All right,
y'all talking
all
that
right.
fraternity talk.
we went to college together.
Oh,
that's
nice.
beautiful.
Zilk also says, real good question today, or guest today.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Hey,
We-
much love to you,
Alright.
brother.
We are in agreement. So now we get to sing Happy Birthday. And it's in the Stevie Wonder style. And it goes something like this. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yes,
All right.
we really got a good voice. Yes, happy
We
birthday.
can use all the help we can get up here sometimes.
Hey, you all sounded good. You all sounded
Oh,
good.
thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Sounds straight.
Thank you. All right, let's start with who? Let's see.
Black Moses.
So
Okay.
Doc, your voice is just so dominant, man. You might as well go ahead and take the realm.
But you're the radio man, and he's your elder.
No,
we're gonna listen to him.
It's an inside
I
joke.
take notes from these guys. I take notes from these guys. Oh man.
We worked together in the
Yeah,
past
absolutely.
a lot, and so I always mess with him about his voice.
Yeah, he's always been kind. Always been good
He
to
has
me, man.
the,
I
like,
appreciate
the
you,
best
brother.
radio voice.
Much
Well,
love to
you've
you.
always
Much love to you.
promoted that station. I remember.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Always
yes.
have. We've always
Yes.
loved your station. So tell our audience a bit about yourself.
I mean, what is there not to know? I've been DJing for about 30 years.
You're born right here in Waterloo.
Yeah.
Lived on the North End.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good start.
Most majority of my life. Went to college for about some years.
Okay.
Long time. But we ain't gonna talk about all that. But I've been at the radio station since conception. The conception of the radio station started in 2004. We've had our 15-year anniversary.
Wow.
Just recently. We are listener supported and based. The actual program, we're a non-profit status. So,
Okay.
people who donate to us is just like writing off on your taxes. We're an umbrella program of community education outreach, which is a program that is run by Brother Michael Muhammad.
Okay, and why don't you tell our viewers what your call letters are? Many people may not know what station you're with.
KBOL Radio 100.1 FM.
Yeah.
People station.
B.
The B. Yeah.
Singing.
I like that. So obviously we're listeners, and
Yeah. Thank
and
you. Appreciate that.
you bet. And do you have a favorite genre of music that you like to play? Or?
Me, I kind of like them all, but it just really depends on the mood that I'm in at the time. Sometimes I might be in a reggae mood, so you might get some reggae. Or I might be in like a house music mood. You might get some house music, or
I was
just
just gonna say, I saw you get somebody up off the floor and out of their shoes.
Oh
with
my!
house
Oh
music.
yes, I
Yes.
remember that.
okay, yeah, okay, and then also, why you gotta bring that? I also do. I like older music. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like 70s. Some Motown. That's when music was actually music.
My
You know what I'm
seed.
saying?
Oh yeah.
Like when people actually talk to you in the music. It was a message in the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So not disregarding the music of today.
Right.
It's entertainment, but people got to realize, the youth especially, that the music of today is purely entertainment. It's not real, fictional, or none. It's not real. It's just music to make you dance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of it is passing a message too, and that's good music if it's passing a message. Anything that makes you think about it when you hear it, and
Sure.
it's a positive message. That's a message. So.
Yeah,
Yes.
Beautiful.
All right.
And so how did you get started in music and DJing, and what drew your interest towards that
High school.
profession?
High school.
High school.
Yeah,
Wow.
back a long time ago.
Oh, that long ago, Zion.
Yeah, he was a twinkle in his daddy's eye when
Okay.
when I was DJing. When I first started, I was 17. So So and I just had a love for music and just entertaining people with the music, not necessarily being a rapper or a singer. It's the fact of how you put the music together and keep people just up. Just people like, oh wow, that's my song.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. and
how you sit down and you might be having a bad day and that song comes on the radio and it's like,
everything's better.
start to bounce a little bit and everything's just better. Yeah, just like you said.
Yeah.
And I enjoy making that possible for people.
Yes. And you are quite good at it.
I try.
Yes, indeed.
Amen.
And how can people contact you? I mean, on your show, and what are your hours when you do your DJ thing? When is your set?
Well,
Is that how you say it?
yeah, as far as the radio station, okay, I'm on the air from Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 daily.
Okay.
And then I'm there before that. And then I DJ at a local club around here
Okay.
called the Comfort Zone.
Sure.
Yes.
And I'm
And
there
that's something new.
yeah, actually, we've been open for about 3-4 months.
And tell people the address. I'm sorry.
The address is 213 East 5th Street, Waterloo, across the street from Black Hawk County.
And how do people contact you if they want you for a private party or something?
I have a fan page on Facebook. It's DJ Daze, a.k.a. Black Moses. There's a button on there that you can actually push and call me, and it goes directly to my phone.
All right.
And so the number, or you can email me at djdaysforlife@gmail.com. That's my email address. So, or Twitter, DJ Daze for Life. Instagram, DJ Daze for Life. It's pretty much any type of media handle, whatever. It's always DJ Daze for Life, so I can be reached.
All right.
And then I also
Sounds
have a
good.
mobile app, which is MP3. Oh, don't give me MP3 Wax
Okay.
at DJ Daze for Life.
All right. Comment, Zion.
Thank you.
So, oh shoot, what the hell? Sorry, one sec.
You good?
Lorraine Cadwell says, "Good afternoon, queens and queens.
Oh,
Hey,
good
Lorraine.
Can't
afternoon.
stay, but wanted to know I'm sending you love from Texas. Happy birthday."
Hey,
All right.
that's right. Thank
Wonderful.
you, Lorraine.
Thank you.
Daniel Zilk says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stay. It's a work night. Now to get ready. Be well."
That's right.
All
You
right.
can watch it later. That's what we like about it too. You can
Oh,
come back
yeah.
and watch your favorite
Beautiful.
guy, Mr. Funchess.
Yes,
He was,
absolutely.
harassing you on Facebook and all.
Lorraine also says, "Always an amazing show."
All
Oh,
right, thank
Yeah.
you.
thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So we want to switch gears here now and talk to you, Reverend Funchess.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now a lot of people already understand and know that you are the director of the Human Rights Commission.
Yes.
Could you talk a little bit about what your position entails?
Right. At the Human Rights Commission, we work very hard to try to protect the personal dignity of all Waterloo citizens. We try to remove any barriers that prevent them from living up to their fullest production capabilities. And in that effort, we've recovered over $2 million in economic relief since 2010. So I'm very proud of that.
Oh, as well, you
That's
should
the
be.
most monies that we have collected since the inception of the agency. And I think that people can clearly understand that if we're recovering that kind of dough that goes back into the pockets of real people in the community, we are actually working. We're doing something. And the good news about that is that it shows that we're listening effectively to our complainants who come to the office. But it also shows that the respondents who pay out the money, it shows that they respect the office. They respect us in the office. So if we're saying that, hey, there's a violation here, they believe that we are credible enough that they want to do the right thing to make the situation right. And so we're happy about that. We're happy about that. And so we just want to continue to do the work to make sure that we are doing right by the citizens who support us.
Are there any new things that are happening? What's new and exciting?
Poor
Yeah.
People's Conference, I
Yes.
believe, right?
Yes,
Coming up
that
soon.
is big, and we are playing a part in that. The Poor People's Campaign is coming to Waterloo, and that's effective tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
Saturday, April 27th, from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And there's something special as a part of this program tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
There's something special as a part of this program. We are honoring the inimitable Anna Mae Weems.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Honorable. That is
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah, we're excited about it. And so,
Yes.
as a part of the Poor People's Campaign event,
Mm.
they're graciously allowing us to honor Miss Weems, because of her connection with Dr. King. She brought Dr. King to Waterloo in 1959. And, of course, she continued the work that Dr. King started. He started the Poor People's Campaign and then was felled by an assassin's bullet.
Oh, yes.
But then, of course, Miss Weems continued to fight for people. Now, I know she is a little controversial at times, but
Yes.
she's still beautiful. And
Right.
so we're glad to celebrate her tomorrow. And it sounds like she's going to actually be there.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing. And
That would be
so-
amazing if she's there. Yeah,
Oh,
that'd
yes,
be great.
she will be, I'm sure. And we will be there covering that
That'd be
live,
beautiful.
too. So
Yes.
for all of you viewers that want to see this honorable
good grape
woman,
juice.
it's cranberry. If those of you that want to see it and you can't be there, you can always watch Rocki and
That's
Chaveevah live
beautiful.
tomorrow. We'll
Yes.
be there live.
That
Yes.
is beautiful, beautiful.
We'll be a part of all the hoopla. And what
Yeah,
exactly
that'd be
is
great.
the Poor People's Conference? Talk to us about
well,
what that is.
The Poor People's Campaign
Campaign,
is
I
something
keep
that's been started nationally. Nationally, it's being led right now by two prominent individuals. There's Liz Theo Harris, who's a Reverend Doctor out of New York. With the Kairos movement. And then, of course, there's somebody who's more familiar to us, and that's William Barber III. That brother was responsible for Moral Mondays in North Carolina. He was just determined to be a MacArthur genius, so he got like $650,000 along with Hannah Nicole.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep,
is that
and
right?
Nicole Jones, yes.
Yeah, Hannah Nicole
Yes.
Jones. Okay, yeah. So he is now MacArthur genius along with Waterloo native Hannah Nicole Jones.
Wow.
Yes.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that money is dispersed over a 5-year period. So we know they got a little money in their pockets.
There
at least,
you go.
With no strings attached.
with no strings attached. And so, but I've always admired William Barber. He's ahead of the national program. And in each state, there are about 40 states that have taken on the national movement. And Iowa has fought to also help identify poverty in this state. And so it's the Iowa Poor People's Campaign that's coming to Waterloo tomorrow.
And
so
what
that we
will
can
be happening tomorrow besides honoring Anna
Right.
Weems, my aunt?
Yes.
Hi, Auntie.
Yes.
Love you.
Now, I was
Mwah, mwah.
wondering when you were going to say that.
I was too, actually.
Right, of course.
Right. No, what we expect to see tomorrow from the chairpersons of this movement in the state of Iowa is that, one, they will educate us more about the national campaign. They will probably have some fact sheets that talk about the nature of poverty nationally, as well as what's going on statewide. And then they want to probably drive it home and talk a little bit about poverty in the Waterloo Cedar Falls Metroplex.
Oh.
And, while we have some explosive things that are happening in the Waterloo Cedar Falls Metroplex, you all document that very well. There are some other things, though, that still warrant our attention. Like, for instance, right now, Waterloo is number one in terms of the highest number of evictions in the whole state.
Wow, I
And
heard
so-
you talking about that
Right.
yesterday on the radio.
So,
Yeah.
so if that be true, and we know how important the stability of the home is in terms of how the rest of your livelihood goes, that's something that we need to redress, because that speaks to some level of poverty, some level of personal dislocation in the community, and we want to redress those kinds of issues. And so we're working, with and collaborating with several people in the community, whether it be locally or statewide, in order to try to help bring some relief when we can.
Good,
Yes.
good. And Chaveevah and I were talking earlier today in our meeting about how we're planning on highlighting. I know there's always so much. Some people will talk about why don't you do more? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Do more in the
Yes.
community. Let's
Yeah.
do this or that. So what we thought we would do is highlight some of the things that are happening in Waterloo by this show, and also to celebrate our anniversary. We're going to get a lot of the black businesses and a lot of the faces that people don't actually get to see.
Right.
And bring them forward into the light for our 2-year anniversary. We've been doing this now for
All
two.
the time. Flew
Is it
by.
2 years?
Years.
2 years.
Yes.
We better drink to that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Much love to you.
Thank you.
My
Yes.
goodness.
So thank you for what you're doing. I know it's not a business, but it kind of is, and it's a passion of yours to always
It is.
help.
It
being
is a passion.
a pastor.
I serve in dual capacities as director as well as a local pastor.
Yes.
And I love what I do because I love people and I love redressing issues to make people's lives better. So we've got a lot of good things going on under this progressive mayor, Quentin Hart.
Yes.
The brother is overseas right now in Berlin, Germany, and
Right.
we wish him well.
Yes,
He's talking about
yes,
progressive
absolutely.
governance, and we're excited about this. This is an exciting time to be alive. We have new people. Yolanda Williams, she's smooth, very charismatic. She's now with Big Brothers, Big Sisters. And then we
Yes.
have this brother, James Lee,
Oh.
who is now also in town with the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh,
and so there's some positive things happening in the city. We're
Yes,
happy
there
about it.
is, and more diversity and more opportunities for more people.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Any
Absolutely.
comments, Zion, before we wrap up?
There is one. Phil Banks says something good is always happening in the North End.
Hey,
Yes,
you know
and
this.
you know it.
That's right. Thank you so much. Well, I think it's a wrap, Chevy.
Yes, absolutely. And it's been a great show. And the time always gets away from us because we have so many good things to talk about and so many great guests. And we thank you both, Reverend Funchess and
Yes.
DJ Daze, for joining us.
Thank you for the
today.
invite.
Thanks
Glad
for
to
it.
be here.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Mark has his hands on his hip, and they got to go home. It's the weekend
That's
for them,
right.
too, so we're going to let them, we're going to
Right, so
wind
you
it
don't
up.
have to go home, but you got to get out
Gotta
of
get
here.
out of here in the studio. All right. Well, thank you all for watching, and we want to keep encouraging you to keep doing more of what makes you awesome.
Because
Absolutely.
it makes us
All
all look
Look
good.
good.
All right. See
Yes.
you next time.
Next time.
Much love.
Much love.